Today we are diving into Meg.com, the ultimate tool to automate just about anything and save you hours of work. If you are tired of boring repetitive tasks at work, this video is for you. Let's see how Meg can simplify your workflow so you can focus on what truly matters. So, what is Meg.com? Let's start with a simple example. Imagine you have built a small e commerce store like a mini Amazon where customers place their order using Google Form. You track orders using a Google Sheet. Then you email customers to confirm their order is received. And then you message your team to prepare the shipment. It sounds very simple, right? But if you do this manually, it eats off a huge chunk of your day. And there is always a risk of error in emails and messages. What if we could automate all of this? With Make.com, you can connect thousands of apps and services to automate these tasks with zero coding. And the best part is, it's completely free to start. Once on the page, sign up for a free account by filling your details. You will get 1000 free of lesson per month to start automating. After signing off, you will land on the dashboard. On the left, click on Template to explore thousands of pre-built workflows connecting to various apps. You might find the exact automation you need and start using right away. Or customize any of the template by adding steps to fit as per your requirement. To understand how Make works, let's build our own automation from scratch. On the left, click on Scenario. You will notice we haven't created any scenario yet. Let's fix that first. In the top right corner, click on a new scenario to open the scenario editor. Here, we will start building automation. At the center, you will see a large plus icon. This is where our scenario begins. Every automation needs a trigger to kick things off. On the right, you will find various apps that can act as triggers. Let's choose one and get started. Now let's apply this to our e-commerce company example, that is the GNext Digital. Here our customer place orders via Google Forms, so we need to set it as our trigger. Below you can search for apps. I will type Google Forms here. Here you will see various actions like get a form, search forms, create forms, and more. Clicking show more reveals additional options. Since our automation start with a customer submit an order, so we need a trigger. The best option is watch response, which activates when a new response is received. Clicking it opens a dialog box to establish a Google Form connection. Anytime you can connect a app, make need permission to access its data. This ensures seamless automation across different services. Now let's click on the create a connection, and after that it will ask you to sign in with Google, and it by default will take you to that particular Google account which you have connected here. But then you will click on that Google account and it will ask you to sign in. Once successful sign into a Google account, you will see my Google connection is here. Or also again you want to add another account, then you can click on add and you can start. Also, if you see any kind of issues and all, you are facing any issues, you will click on this online help. It will give you some video tutorials and all, so that you can do. Below there is a configuration field where we need to enter the form ID. Since we may have multiple Google Forms, we must specify the one which we want to use. Now let's switch on to Google Forms and we'll see how to find the form ID. Now we are in the mobile phone order form where we collect the customer email, customer name, then shipping address, and the model of that particular phone and number of quantity. But our focus is on getting the form ID. So at the top in the address bar, you will see the form URL, right? So in this URL, between D/D, right? This is a D slash, and between slash edit, whatever we have here from this place to this place, right? So this is actually the form ID. It uniquely identifies this Google form. So simply we need to highlight it and we need to control C. Then we need to go back to make to paste on it. Back in Make, we can now paste the form ID, and alternatively, you can search the form here also. However, we will put exact form ID so that there will not be any connection error. Next, we have the limit field, which controls how many forms responses to retrieve. For example, you have 10 responses and you want to fetch all, so we need to set the limit as 10. However, just to test this one, we will keep it as it is 2. Then we will click on save. To know whether the scenario is working or not, we need a sample Google Form submission. So let's go ahead to the Google Forms and fill out mobile order forms. So here we filled up all the details in the Google form, and we will scroll down to the bottom and click on the submit. So in this way, we have submitted the response. So now back in Make, click on the run once in the bottom left corner. The scenario runs successfully and you will notice a one icon on the top of the Google form, right? The account will get 1000 operations, which is more than enough to test and build multiple scenarios. After running it, whenever we click on the module, so it is showing the bundle. This is the output data which we collected from Google Forms. At the top, you will see one bundle representing the form submission. When we expand it, you will find the email address and the responses to each of the questions in present in that Google form. So one of the great thing of Make is that we can use all this bundle data, whatever we received from Google Form, and we can use any other application. You can manipulate work with all this data elsewhere. And so in the right corner, let's close out this view. Now let's move the data from Google Forms to another app. In the scenario designer, simply right click on the canvas and select add module. This will open a familiar screen like before. You will see Google Forms, which we have already used. But now we can take that data and send to any other application. At the top, you will see Google Sheet as an option. Since we want to add this data to a tracking spreadsheet, we will select it. For this case, we will choose add a row. We want to insert a new row in the spreadsheet using the form data. Clicking on this open a dialog box where we can configure the next steps. Just like we did in the Google form, first we need to establish a connection to Google Sheet. I have already set up that, so now I will select the file path to browse my Google Drive. Next, I will select the spreadsheet ID, in this case, the mobile order tracking sheet. Then I will choose the specific sheet name where we want to send the data. Since there is only one sheet, I will select the sheet 1. It also asks if the sheet contain headers. Most of the time, we will select yes because the first row is typically reserved for header. Now let's quickly check the spreadsheet layout. As you can see, we have a header row and each column is ready to receive data from the Google form. So back in Make, we need to map this customer name, email ID, all those columns of the spreadsheet with the Google Forms, whatever we receive. So whenever you will click on this one, if you'll see all related data which you received in the answers from the Google Form, that is visible. Like customer name, we will see what kind of related data that will be. Like your name is there, so you will go to the text answers, then answers, then value. If you see the value is also coming Donald Trump, so you can click on this value, just a single click, it will come here. So similarly for the email also, what we will do, we will go and we will map quickly here. So this answers, then value. So we will fill up all those details like this, and after that we will submit it. So now we have mapped all those details like delivery address, mobile type, quantity, all details we have mapped. Now what we will do, now we'll save it, right? So as here I will come to save. So if you'll see, and also you will save it here. So it will be the entire scenario was saved, right? Now we will try one. Now we'll again submit a form and we'll open the Google Sheet. We'll see how automatically this transfer the form data to this Google Sheet or not. Now, as our flow is ready in this make.com, so what we will do, we will submit a Google form and we will see whether all the details which we have mapped from Google Forms to Google Sheet, those are updated in the sheet or not. So here is our Google form where we have filled up all details. Donald Trump, your name is Donald Trump, then shipping address, White House, mobile type, it is iPhone 16 and quantity 100. Now we'll submit this one. It will say mobile form order form, your response has been recorded. Now we'll go to that flow to run it once. So here we are in the make.com page. Now we'll click on the run once. Now if you see, this Google form is extracting the data and updating in the Google Sheet. Both are in green color now. We will go to the Google Sheet, see what it is updated. So guys, now you are able to see, means this one the first row which was updated before we run that flow. Then again it is the updated the second row. If you see those customer name, email, delivery address, and mobile type, quantity, all are updated properly, whichever location we wanted to update. So it's just a simple flow we have demonstrated. In coming classes we will be demonstrating more flows, more complex flows, and real business cases whatever we'll be using. So stay tuned to our channel, subscribe to our contents, and we'll see you soon. Take care and bye bye.